Hey guys, and welcome back to the Minnesotan Sports Podcast. As you can see, I am in beautiful Florida, Destin, Florida, with my wife now, I can say. So this is my honeymoon, so I figured I'd just film one quick video about what just happened. So this won't be too long of one. But basically, Carlos Correa signed a now 6-year, $200 million deal with the Twins. So I'm obviously going to wait to upload this until he passes the physical, because that was kind of the issue with the Mets. I'm not even 100% sure if it was the physical that was the issue with the Mets now, because like both sides were kind of like fidgeting back and forth. But long story short, the Correa is now officially a Twin pending the physical, so we'll see what happens. But if you watch this video, it means he did pass it and it's official. Basically a couple things from this. First of all, I am a little bit concerned. The fact that the Mets, passed up on him, if it really was because of a failed physical, like they said it was, it's a little concerning, especially because the Twins have had a history of accepting trades for players that ended up being more injured than they thought they were, or just taking on players that were really injury prone, and it ends up kind of backfiring on the organization, which is a little concerning. But let's just kind of skip past that part for now, because the implications of the move are pretty important. Because first of all, Correa is a Twin, which regardless of the injuries and everything, Correa had his one down year with us last year. He's going to be better than that in the coming years, and I think $6 million or 6 years is perfect. It's a lot of money to pay him, but I think 6 years is perfect for a player of his age. You don't want to sign him for too long term, but I really like keeping him for that long. Again, we'll see what happens with the injuries, but premier shortstop in the league, still a tremendous hitter. Again, hopefully he can get above that hump and play well again. Hopefully you can hear me with the stuff going on in the background, but that's the main initial implication. The guy is good. But the second thing, which honestly I feel like, what's going on back there? There's a motorcycle. But another main, hold on. All right, we get it. You have a fancy motorcycle. Anyway, another major thing that this implies, not just the fact that we get Correa, but it also implies that we are going to make an effort to try and remain competitive. The whole thing with this is that we always thought from the beginning of the offseason, if Correa re-signs with the Twins, it means he's either completely out of options, which we know that's not true. He did, lose out on the Mets. He did lose out on a couple other teams, but he still had other teams, like really competitive teams he could have gone to. The main thing with this is that Correa wanted to go to a team he felt like he could really compete with, get into the playoffs with, and win a championship with. Now, am I saying I think this Twins team this year with Correa could, be a major contender? I don't think so. I think with Correa going back, I still think we're in the running for a playoff spot, at least a wild card spot. But it's just the major implication of the fact that the Twins seem to be committing to the idea that if Correa is going to stay happy here, we're going to have to build a team around him. And with Correa not being here, and with the other minimal moves we made this offseason, it really felt like we were starting to slowly get into rebuild mode. And now that we have kind of made that commitment to Correa, it feels like we'll probably stay competitive, or make that effort to stay competitive in the coming year. So let me know what you think about that. That's at least my opinion. I really don't think Correa would want to come here unless we at least made some sort of promise to him that we weren't going to go into a rebuild. It's just not something he'd want to do. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. My NFL playoff predictions video will be coming out Thursday, most likely, and I'll be still here in Florida, so you'll get a nice view of the beautiful ocean behind me for that too. So there's another thing going on. So thank you guys so much. Again, let me know what you think. Correa going to the Twins on a 6-year deal, and I will see you on the flip side.